Shout out to Antonio Smith for sending me the story. Now you already know where this is headed because you just looking at the picture on the left of this woman is of an ice cream cone. I don't know what it is this year with ice cream and trends and people just doing unspeakable things with something that is just supposed to be consumed through the mouth, and they're doing just all kinds of wild stuff with it. Now we've had the one who licked the ice cream and put it back. Then you had her copycats. You had the Listerine one. You had the I think the iced tea one, and now you have this one right here. And I hope to God that this one doesn't become a trend. But this woman's name is Jung Soon Wipcha. And this woman is out of Florida. I swear, y'all must love sending me these crazy stories coming out of Florida. And this woman is accused of, and I'm not making this up, urinating in the ice cream machine. Not on, not beside, but in the ice cream machine. How she managed to do that, I have no clue, but we're going to read this article and find out. It says she will give you something to scream about. A Florida convenience store worker, well, that it'll explain how she was able to do it. She worked there. Allegedly ruined an estimated $2,000 worth of ice cream at a rival business. Wow. Now we getting into it. In the most disgusting way possible by urinating, spitting, and sticking her snot-covered fingers into its frozen treats. This chick is disgusting. Jung Soon Wipcha, age 66, was arrested Monday after authorities said her stomach-churning multi-day rampage at Lulu's ice cream shop in Indian Shores was caught on video. Footage from the June 17th allegedly show Wipcha, who runs the Indian Shores food mart next door, using the bathroom her business shares with the ice cream shop 5 times, with the door ajar, and not washing her hands afterwards. She then allegedly went to Lulu's organic ice cream freezer and put her hands into the tubs. Later that day, she was also caught on video picking her nose and putting her hands in the product and then spitting into containers, according to the arrest affidavit. Then on June 22nd, she was seen on camera urinating in a bucket used to churn ice cream at Lulu's ice cream shop. She then allegedly dumped the pee-filled bucket into a sink where ice cream utensils and bowls are washed. Paul Chuli, who owns the ice cream joint, said all the tainted treats had to be destroyed for public safety and that his store had to close for 4 to 5 days. I guess she wasn't liking that we were getting popular, he told the local paper. Wipcha was charged with criminal mischief and tampering with consumer products, both felonies. She was released in lieu of a bond set at $55,000 for both charges, records show. She declined to comment to the Tampa Bay Times on Tuesday. What could this chick say to take back what she actually did? And this doesn't surprise me because it's always been a thing where they said that if you move into an area and conduct business where an Asian owned shop or whatever the establishment may be, and you're not of Asian descent, that they will try to do stuff underhanded to your business. I remember back in the day, there was a show called My Wife and Kids. Many of you are familiar with that show. There was an episode where Tisha Campbell's character was able to open up a restaurant. It was a soul food restaurant that she and the family owned, and it was across the street from an Asian owned Chinese spot. And those Chinese store owners would do everything they could to try to scheme and plot to get them to close down, because when they moved in, they started to take away their business, not on purpose, but because, it was a new spot. When something new opens up, people like to go and try it. And the people who've been there for a while, they tend to possibly lose customers. But if your customer service is good, you will always retain them. But what this woman did right here was very, very vile, nasty, disturbing, and just downright plain disgusting. Like, she deserves as much jail time as they can give her, for real, because what if those cameras did not catch her? What if they didn't know? They would have been serving their customers everything that came out of her body, whatever that she put into it. And them customers would have got sick. They would have got poisoned, probably hospitalized. And the company could have gotten a huge lawsuit and they wouldn't have known why that was. And they even lost business for a week because of her. They had to close for 4 to 5 days. She deserves to get whatever harsh punishment, as much as they can possibly give to her, give it all to her. Because that was uncalled for. She's 66 years old and is very immature at the same time. That's why I said this better not become a trend. I bet not have to hear something like this ever again. But something tells me in the world we live in this establishment, we might hear about something like this, because trust me, as many stories as I've done over the years, this, believe it or not, is not the worst that I've heard. Trust me. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you in the next one.